weiß nicht was die Welt.
Did you do your chores? Yes, you ski. Did you do your chores? Yes, you ski. Did you do your chores? Yes, you ski. When I get
My name is Andrew.
Can y'all please pretend I'm famous? I want to see what it's like.
And we skip, and we skip, and we skip, and we skip, and we skip.
Can we make this the first video ever to have 0 likes but 1 million views? Because I think
Three, two, one, go! Three, two, three, two, one, go!
One hand and dribble the skin. Soft hook, left hand, I can make it.
Three, two, one, go!
Can we make this the first video ever to have 0 likes but 1 million views? Because I think I know how to do it. Just watch the video like
You've got mail.
Stop posting about baller. I'm tired of seeing it. Stop posting about baller. I'm tired of seeing it. Posting about baller. I'm tired of seeing it. posting about baller. I'm tired of seeing it. Stop posting about baller. I'm tired of seeing it. Stop posting about baller. Stop posting about baller. I'm tired of seeing it.
Vision.
137 reacts. Oh, he. Okay.
We got a heart out. We got a heart here. We got a blue heart for me. Pink heart for her.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I failed.
We got this cat because we all love cats.
I don't.
And we got a refill
Why don't
chamber,
you like
but like
cats?
it doesn't work
What are
yet.
your issue with cats?
They just meow, and I don't like that.
Wait. What? Wait, you know what else
What?
meows?
What?
Look.
You know,
We got a regear station, but
Yo,
it's
I'm
not.
leaving.
You know what else
What?
meows?
What?
Look.
Okay.
We got a heart out. We got a heart here. We got a blue heart for me. Pink cat because we all love cats.
I don't.
And we got a refill
why don't
chamber,
you like
but like
cats?
it doesn't work
What are
yet.
your issue with cats?
They just meow, and I don't like that.
Wait.
What?
What? Wait, you know what else
What?
meows?
What?
Look.
Hopefully it works. Let's scan it. I don't know if I need to take my headphones off. It might not work. Okay, estimating your age. Dude, what age do you think it's gonna think I am? Chat, how old do I look? And be so honest with me, bro. Oh, okay. We estimated your age as 21 or older. You have full access to Roblox. Okay, so now we can chat with people and we can talk with people and everything should be fine. All right, cool. All right. Awesome. Bro, what? Why did it just set my birthday as May 23, 2002? Did it scan my face and guess the date that I was born? Why does it say, okay, whatever, bro. Roblox is weird. All right. So apparently you join the bots on Roblox and then all these accounts that look like this will friend you. I don't know why. Why is it this? Is this a free set on Roblox? Let me look up Redcliffe in Marketplace. Oh, it's because this is a free avatar, so the bots can have this. I see. That's why they use it. Okay, so let's go to MM2. All we have to do is join a game. Let's go to servers. Let's sort by most players. Dude, that is actually insane. Why doesn't the owners of this game do anything about the bot problem? They could probably ban these bots, couldn't they? Oh my god. Bro, this is actually do anything about the let's go to servers. Let's sort by most players. Dude, that is actually insane. It makes you wonder, like, are other games? Let me go to top games right now. Let me go to, like, Steal a Brainrot, for example. Are there bots in Steal a Brainrot? Let me look. They have 300,000 players right now. Most players. Okay, bro, I'm seeing a lot of bacons. Yo, what? Steal a Brainrot has bots too, I think. Or, bro, they're so... Wait, let me try joining one of these servers. What? Yo, wait. Yo, wait, this is...
Bandito Bob.
Okay, that doesn't look like a bot. This guy definitely looks like a bot. What? Okay, I don't know. I think it put me in a new player server, so I couldn't join these. But dude, I'm just looking at the top servers of this game, and it's all just bacons. Like literally, most of it is just bacons. How is this like? Okay, what about other games on Roblox? Let me look at other ones. Let me look at top playing right now. What about Brookhaven? I feel like Brookhaven doesn't have bots, right? Let's check. Most players. See, look at this. Right there. Look at that. This is what like a regular server looks like. Oh my gosh, the botting problem on Roblox is actually insane. Oh my god. Cause see, like, look, this game doesn't have bots. But if you go to any other game on Roblox, it's bots. Oh my god. Somebody said go to 100 player music.
Jesus Christ loves you. Jesus Christ loves you.
Show a picture of
And this one is for the champion.
When I popped off, then your girl gave me just a
Little bit of lot job. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My friends are toxic, all ambitionless, so rude.
Hello, I'm. Hello, I'm. Maybe you'll be. Hello, I'm. Hello, I'm. Hello, I'm. Maybe we'll meet at a bar. We'll drive a funky. Maybe we'll meet at a bar.
rolling on them pills. I'm back. I did it again. I got that feeling. I got rolling on them pills.
If you use this sound, your video will unexplainably get a bunch of really creepy comments. If you don't believe me, then try it. If you use this sound,
World Cup's over, I'm so sad. Let me tell you about the month we had. Spain won and I'm so glad. Argentina made us mad. Hydration breaks, VAR. Cabo Verde made it far. Bosnia became a star. Balogun, red card. Ronaldo, Neymar done. Norway, Holland had a run. Hey Jude, it was fun. So close, they almost won. Mbappe won the golden boot. 10 goals, he scored a ton. 48 teams started at the end. There's only.
Excuse me, if you can get kicked out of the store within 1 minute, we'll give you $500. Thank you. Excuse me, if you can get kicked out of the store within 1 minute, we'll give you $500.
If you don't love me, say it.
Hey, my friend thinks you're cute. He wanted to talk to you.
Don't put bananas in my butt.
Death Nuts Challenge. Level 1. Oh, hell. That's level 1? They were lying. Oh, damn. That's crazy, bro. Level 2. Oh.
show a picture of how you
We now have 52 million sponge blocks. One comment equals to 1,500 blocks.
If I have 200 views, I should have 200 likes. Why do y'all?
As you step down, a spring attached to the step gets stretched, letting it sink down slowly. And once you step off, the spring gets latched into place. This makes each step feel softer, while storing the energy of your movement in the spring. When you walk up, a sensor in the floor detects the pressure from your foot. And as you shift your weight forward to the next step, the latch unlocks, which pulls the previous step up with the spring, meaning you need less energy to climb the stairs. As you step down, a spring attached to the He was pooping so hard that You're a detective, and you find a man dead next to his car at a restaurant. Earlier that night, he was on a date, and they both ordered the same cocktail. She downed hers in seconds, while he slowly sipped his like a gentleman. But he's the only one who died. You test his glass. His drink was poisoned. So you think she's the killer. But when you test her glass, it was poisoned too. So why is he dead while she's perfectly fine? Then it hits you. The poison wasn't in the drink. You see, since she drank fast, her ice was barely melted, but he drank slowly. So the poison that was frozen in the ice melted into his drink with every last sip. You're a detective, and you find a man. If you removed your nose and made your air every 26 seconds, the Earth makes a tiny shake. You can't feel it, but seismic machines can. And for decades, scientists tried to figure out where it came from. Some think it's caused by underwater ocean waves, which he had strung a piano wire between two trees, setting traps to guard his illegal crops hidden deep in the woods. Then, weeks later, he sped through the forest on his quad bike, forgetting that he had set those traps. And the almost invisible wire caught him directly across the throat as he was violently thrown backwards. Hikers discovered his lifeless body slumped beneath the trap, and police later found even more hidden traps, all set by him to protect his illegal crops. He had strung a piano wire between two trees, setting traps to He wanted to go out, but his mom would not let him until he changed out of his tracksuit. So he stormed off to the backyard in anger and began digging the ground with a hoe.
I was doing squats at 4 a.m. to stay awake because a kid at school had told me, "You grow taller if you never sleep." I was already on night 3. I marked my height on the door frame to measure my growth, but my heart sank when the new line came out dead, even with night 1. So I whispered, "I won't accept being short." I dragged myself to the window for air, and my whole body went cold when I saw a boy in my school's hoodie under the streetlight, staring up at me. I screamed at him, "Wait, you look taller than me. Tell me what's your secret." But he started walking, and by the time I ran out my door, he was already at the end of the street. So I sprinted until my chest was burning and the streetlights smeared together. But the gap between us just kept getting bigger. Sweat ran into my eyes, so I blinked. But when I opened them back up, the boy was standing on the curb in front of me. My hands started shaking. My eyelids slammed shut on their own again, and when they opened, his hood was an inch away from my face. I heard him say, "Don't blink, you're almost there." I grabbed his hood and yanked him around, and my jaw dropped because his face was gray and he had the same black circles under his eyes as me. That's when I looked down at his shoes, and they were floating an inch above the road. "What night are you on?" he asked, and my throat locked up so tight I barely got out. 3. "I'm on 400, he said, and his hand clamped around my wrist until my fingers went numb. I ripped my arm loose and ran back towards my house, and I didn't stop until I slammed my front door behind me. I dove into my bed, dragged the blanket over my head, and squeezed my eyes shut. I'm going to sleep. I'd rather be short. In the morning, I checked the door frame. A fresh pencil mark sat a full head above mine, with night 400 under it in handwriting that wasn't mine. I was doing squats at 4 a.m. to stay awake because a kid at school. I swung my mop and smacked the homeless man in the head. "Get away from this bench." This was my first job ever, and my manager Gary was watching through the store window with his arms crossed because his one rule was, nobody sits on that bench. But the homeless guy didn't run, and my jaw dropped when he sat right back down. Then he checked a watch, way too expensive for a guy who sleeps on benches. I grit my teeth because he was destroying my number of homeless people deterred. I jabbed the mop in his face, but he leaned out of the way without looking up. So I grabbed his arm and pulled with everything everything I had, but he still didn't move an inch, like he was bolted to the bench. Gary banged on the glass, mouthing, "Hit him again," and I needed this job. So even though my hands were shaking, I choked up on the mop like a baseball bat and wound up the biggest swing of my life. I swung hard, but that's when the homeless guy caught the mop mid-swing with one hand, like he was Superman. He looked me in the eye, and my whole body went cold as he stood up. He was way taller than he looked, and he walked me backwards towards our store while I stammered apologies. Gary sprinted out screaming and stopped dead because the homeless man said his full name. "Gary Huckle, your employee just smacked the owner of this store in the head." My soul left my body. "But you look genuinely homeless. It's not my fault." He ripped the mop out of my hands and smacked both Gary and me in the head. "You're both fired." I swung my mop and smacked the homeless man in the head. "Get away from this bench." This was my first job ever. A kid pointed at my crossed eyes and screamed, "If anything hits you right now, they'll stick like that forever." I laughed and shook my head because I was determined to keep my reputation as the funniest class clown in school history. So I responded with, "Nah," and I smacked myself upside the head to prove him wrong. Except when I tried to uncross them, it didn't work. Wait a second. I was about to run to the bathroom when Miss Lally walked in, and my heart started pounding with adrenaline because last time I saw her, she told me if I made another joke, she'd expel me. She set her bag down slowly. "We are not doing this today. Fix your face, now." The entire class were biting their nails to see what would happen next, and I felt my throat close with anxiety. "I can't. My eyes won't uncross." I started crying uncontrollably because the one time I wasn't joking, it looked like I was trying my best material. Then she held up her phone. "Uncross them now, or I call the principal and you're gone." The same kid from earlier shot out of his seat. "He's not faking. My mom says there's no..." She pointed at his chair without looking. "Your mom is not a doctor. Sit." Then she dialed, and I buried my head in my hands. I needed the ambulance, not the principal. He stormed in. "What is going on here?" Miss Lally pointed at my face. "He's trying to be funny again." I tore my hair out in frustration. "I had my eyes crossed and hit myself, and now they're stuck. I can't uncross them." She rolled her eyes. "Yes, he can, and I'm going to prove it." She leaned down into my face, crossed her eyes, and said, "Watch. I'm going to hit myself the same way you did, and uncross right after." The entire room, including me, watched with our eyes wide open. When her eyes were crossed, she blinked hard and rubbed them and blinked again, then grabbed his arm and screamed the sentence she'd threatened to expel me over. "My eyes won't uncross." The principal looked from her face to mine and said, "Miss Lally, fix your face." She'd hit herself with her eyes crossed to prove the rule was fake, and it caught her exactly like it caught me. The same kid stood on his chair and pointed at both of us. My mom is never wrong. For the first time all year, nobody thought I was joking. 2 years later, me and Miss Lally are both still cross-eyed because that kid's mom was right. Forever means forever. A kid pointed at my crossed eyes and screamed, "If anything hits you right now, they'll stick like that forever." I laughed and shook my head because I was determined to keep my reputation as the funniest class clown in school history. So I responded with, "Nah," and I smacked myself upside the head to prove him wrong. Except when I tried to uncross them, it didn't work. Wait a second. I was about to run to the bathroom when Miss Lally walked in, and my friend and I were about to take our seats at the sumo match when a staff member grabbed my arm. "You're up next. Why aren't you dressed?" My heart dropped because I've been bullied all my life for my size, and now I was being mistaken for a sumo wrestler. "Sir, I think you've got the wrong," but my friend cut in, pointing right at me. "Yeah, that's your guy. Let's get him ready." My jaw dropped. He'd set me up, and before I could argue, the staff member dragged me backstage while I mumbled a prayer, hoping I'd survive. They shoved me into a mawashi, the giant diaper-looking belt, and pushed me toward the ring. That's when he stepped out of the shadows. My opponent was two of me stacked together, thighs thicker than my whole body, and my stomach dropped. I grabbed my friend's shirt. "I can't do this, bro. I know I'm fat, but he's built different." He gripped my shoulders. "Dude, have a little confidence for once." Then he shoved me in, and the crowd roared as the sumo cracked his neck and locked eyes with me. A bell rang, and he charged, slamming into me so hard the air left my lungs, then grabbed my belt and shoved me toward the edge. My feet slid across the clay, and then he lifted me off. I had only taken 3 steps into the abandoned house when the door slammed behind me, and a horrifying figure appeared at the top of the stair. My friend and I were about to take our
You